Welcome back to Voice of Africa, where we bring you stories that redefine narratives and spotlight the resilience, innovation, and brilliance of our great continent. Family, today's update is something truly exciting, a powerful testament to African ingenuity in action. From the heart of Burkina Faso, engineers and defense experts have unveiled a game-changing military innovation, a locally designed and manufactured light armored vehicle. That's right, an entirely homegrown solution, purpose-built for the unique challenges of the Sahel region. If you've ever doubted whether Africa can rise with its own hands, this story will change your mind. Get ready to discover how a group of visionary Burkina Faso innovators turned an urgent security need into a blueprint for self-reliance and national pride. Make sure you stay until the end because this is more than just a vehicle. It's a symbol of what our future can look like when we believe in ourselves. Burkina Faso, like many other nations in the Sahel, has been grappling with complex security threats in recent years. Armed groups have targeted both civilian populations and military outposts, taking advantage of the vast, rugged terrain and sometimes overwhelming national security forces with surprise attacks. The need for rapid, effective response vehicles, particularly ones that protect soldiers while also allowing quick maneuvering, became critical. In many parts of Africa, such needs would typically trigger calls for imported solutions. But not this time. Instead of waiting for international suppliers or second-hand equipment, Burkina Faso engineers asked a bold question. What if we built our own? The answer came in the form of a light armored vehicle, agile, powerful, and fully adapted to local conditions. At a recent expo, Burkina Faso's engineers proudly unveiled their prototype, a light armored vehicle, LAV, designed specifically for assault and tactical operations. This vehicle isn't just another military truck. It is a high-speed, protective mobile platform created with the realities of Burkina's terrain and conflicts in mind. The goal? To protect soldiers inside while giving them the ability to engage effectively with hostile forces and, if necessary, to execute a tactical retreat without losing lives or momentum. The vehicle is armored to shield occupants from small arms fire and explosive fragments. It's lightweight, allowing for rapid deployment and fast maneuvering in diverse environments, from urban streets to desert roads. It's modular, meaning it can be reconfigured for different missions, troop transport, surveillance, riot control, or even an armored ambulance. A telescopic camera system with thermal imaging allows real-time surveillance within a 10-kilometer radius, a critical asset for monitoring crowd movements or scanning remote areas. One of the most inspiring aspects of this project is that it's not an imported design or a foreign prototype. It's 100% Burkina Faso. The team started with the chassis of a familiar vehicle but built everything else, from the cabin to the turret systems, from scratch using local knowledge and skills. The team worked tirelessly in workshops, designing the vehicle using computer-aided systems, modeling every detail for strength, safety, and usability. The motors used to power the turrets weren't bought off the shelf. They were custom-dimensioned, manufactured to the engineer's specifications, something you simply won't find on the global market. This achievement proves something fundamental. We have the talent and tools right here in Africa to solve our problems. The innovation didn't stop at military use. This vehicle has multiple versions under development, each one targeting a specific challenge faced by Burkina Faso. Troop transport variant, for quickly moving personnel into or out of danger zones. Internal security model, ideal for urban operations and riot control. Surveillance version, outfitted with long-range cameras to monitor high-risk areas. Armored ambulance, enabling the safe evacuation of injured civilians or soldiers in hostile conditions. Every version of the vehicle is a response to a real local need. This is not innovation for its own sake. It's practical, grounded, and visionary all at once. Before we continue, I want to pause and give a massive thank you to all our incredible subscribers and channel members. Your support is what fuels Voice of Africa. Whether you're watching from Ouagadougou, Lagos, Nairobi, Paris, or New York, you are part of this growing community committed to telling our stories, the way they deserve to be told. Your shares, comments, and encouragement make it possible for us to spotlight the continent's brightest moments. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and become part of the Voice of Africa family. We're building something powerful here, together. The creators of this armored vehicle were inspired by more than just defense needs. They were driven by a belief in endogenous development, the idea that solutions for Africa's challenges must come from within Africa itself. This aligns closely with the vision of Burkina Faso's current leadership, which has emphasized national sovereignty, local production, and the empowerment of homegrown industries. Instead of being dependent on external aid or unreliable foreign contracts, Burkina Faso is choosing to build capacity from the ground up. And this project sends a clear message. Africa doesn't lack talent. It lacks belief. These engineers didn't wait for permission. They saw the problem, imagined the solution, and made it real, with their own hands on their own land. Perhaps the most moving part of this story is the message that its creators want to send to Africa's youth. Everything that comes from the imagination of man is realizable by man. Thomas Sankara. That quote guided the team as they turned blueprints into armor, designs into defense. They want young people to know that nothing is out of reach. Whether it's in engineering, agriculture, software, or energy, the power to change Africa lies in the minds and hands of its youth. This armored vehicle isn't just a machine, it's a call to action. To the dreamers in high school workshops. To the tech enthusiasts building apps in internet cafes. To the welders, mechanics, and builders across Africa. You can build. You can invent. You can change the world. There's a profound irony in this project. While it's a weapon of defense, its ultimate purpose is peace. As the engineer said, who wants peace prepares for war. That doesn't mean aggression. It means readiness. It means not waiting for someone else to protect your people. It means sovereignty, strength, and stability. By creating its own vehicles tailored for its own battles, Burkina Faso is declaring that it will not be passive in the face of adversity. It will not wait to be rescued. It will rise, armored and ready, with its own inventions, its own solutions, and its own courage. This project sets a precedent for the entire continent. It tells us that we can manufacture complex technology. We can build industries rooted in local needs. We don't need to imitate others. We can innovate on our own terms. Imagine what this could mean if other nations follow suit, building their own solutions, collaborating regionally, sharing designs, and creating an African defense ecosystem powered by Pan-African cooperation. This is not just a military story. This is a story of African industrialization, of sovereignty, of unity. To everyone watching this, especially our African brothers and sisters, this is our moment. Burkina Faso has shown us that the path to self-reliance begins with belief, hard work, and unity. Let's celebrate this milestone, but let's also be inspired by it. Let's push for more investment in local industries, more training for engineers and technicians, more support for our brilliant youth. We have everything we need, and now we have one more shining example of what's possible. If you were inspired by this story, let the world know. Like this video, share it with friends and family, and comment below. What do you think Africa's next great innovation should be? This is Voice of Africa, where we rise by telling the truth and building our own future. Until next time, stay proud, stay focused, and above all, stay African.